friends, welcome back to Tech Solutions and welcome to our SQL tutorials for beginners session. I have already shown you how to install the MySQL database and how to use MySQL Workbench to execute the queries for your practice. If you haven't watched that video and want to install MySQL, then please refer our video. I have provided the link in the description below. Also, if you don't want to install MySQL for your practice, then it's fine. You can use Oracle Live, which is a cloud version of Oracle. You just need to create an account and start using it and start executing your queries for the practice. That is mainly designed for SQL practice. I have created a video on how to create an Oracle Live account and how to access it. Please refer the link in the description below. Now, in this video, we are going to see the next chapters of SQL for beginners. So, what is expected from this video? In our last tutorial videos, we saw what is SQL, SQL command types and data types in SQL commands. If you haven't watched those videos, please find the link in the description below. In this video, we are going to see what are constraints in SQL and types of constraints. Constraints are very important. We should understand the constraints so that we can create a table. While we are creating a table, we can apply the constraints on the table and a column. SQL constraints are used to specify rules for the data in the table. Constraints are used to limit the type of data that can go into the table. Constraints ensure the accuracy and reliability of the data in the table. If there is any violation between the constraints and the data action, the action is aborted. Let's take an example that you want to enter a particular set of values only in a particular column. In that case, you can apply a constraint while you are creating the table for that particular column. So you can apply a check constraint on that. It is one of the type of constraints. So let's see the types of constraints. Not null. This constraint ensures that a column cannot have a null value. Unique. This ensures that all values in a column are different and unique. Primary key. Uniquely identifies each row in the table. So it's a combination of not null and unique, both. Foreign key. This prevents action that would destroy the links between tables. Check. Ensures that the values in the column satisfies a specific condition. That's a check constraint. Default constraint. This sets a default value for a column if no value is specified. And create index. This is used to create the index quickly. So these are the different constraint types we have in SQLs. Let's see with one quick example. Constraint example. This is actually an example while creating the table. So this is a table we are creating persons. It has a one column ID type integer and the constraint is not null and unique. Second column is person ID. Its type integer. Third column is age. Its data type is integer again. City is fourth column with varchar 255. And see the constraint here, default as Sydney. So if someone is not entering any value into the Sydney while going to insert the data, Sydney will be the default value for that particular record. Primary key is defined as ID. So ID is primary key here, and you can see on ID we already mentioned not null and unique. So both the combinations are together are nothing but a primary key. That's what mentioned here. Foreign key. So on a person ID, it's actually referring the person's table person ID. So this is a foreign key. And the next is check constraint. It is asking or enforcing the enforcing the check constraint on edge column and telling that the value should be greater than or equals to 18. If the value while entering is less than 18, then the record won't be inserted into the database. So this is the example of constraints. So that's it from this particular video, friends. In the next video we will continue our learning on SQL for beginners. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and keep supporting us.